In the Music Basics video series and the Ears to Fingers series, the goal is to provide you with a working knowledge of keyboard harmony, basic music theory, which is keyboard-based. This is essential for your success as a piano player playing popular songs. And of course, this knowledge will also help you if you want to play classical music. You need to understand how chords are constructed and be familiar with the chord symbols, both the letter names and the Roman numerals. You need to learn how to recognize the sound of the different kinds of chords. Major chords, minor chords, 7th chords, and so on. And you need to learn how to play these chords in different positions and in different keys. Now, we've already covered this in some of the videos where we've talked about playing chord progressions. Probably the most popular chords, or the most common chords to be found in popular music, the most common kind of chord, is the 7th chord. Now you remember we started with 3-note chords, or they are also known as triads. So for example, we started with C major, F major, G major. We also added the 7th chord, dominant 7th chord. For just a quick review, 7th chords, as you know, are made up of 4 notes. You have the root, which is the note after which the chord is named. I'm starting here on C. And then you add a 3rd, and you can add the 5th, and then you can add the 7th. And what I'm playing here is a C major 7th chord, because we have the major 7th, we have the major 3rd, and we have a 5th. Now in popular music, the root is usually in the bass. Not always, of course. And the chord can be played in different ways. We've referred to this in the past as the chord inversions. You can also call it voicings, the different voicings of the chord. So this is one voicing with the root on the bottom. We call this first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. That's in the right hand. You can also do it in the left hand. Also, the notes of a 7th chord can be spread out between the 2 hands. As you noticed before, I was playing all the notes with one hand. Now we can spread it out with 2 hands. And we can say, for example, start here with the bass, put the root on C, G, and then in the right hand, E, B, and E. And now we're playing a 7th chord with 2 hands. And this is what's known as open voicing, because there's a wide interval between the notes. If we want to go for a thicker sound, we can play all the notes in the left hand and all the notes of the 7th chord in the right hand. And now we get this big, thick sound. So there's closed voicing, and this is open voicing. And they're both very nice. Sometimes you want to use that open voicing, sometimes you want that real thick sound. Now what I'd like to do in the rest of this video is let's look at the 7th chords that are to be found in the key of C major. What we're going to do is build a 7th chord on each note of the C major scale, just like we did with triads, where we had C major, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished. Now we're going to build a 7th chord on each note of the C major scale. We're going to start with C major because it's a logical place to start. All the chords that we form are going to be made all of white keys, all with white keys. So every note in these 7th chords has to be a note that's contained within the C major scale. And we're going to give them the letter names. For example, this would be C major 7, and we're also going to give them the Roman numeral names. Now, when you're looking at a lead sheet or sheet music, you're going to see the letter names used as chord symbols. And when we're talking about music theory, we use the Roman numerals. And that enables us to generalize about the chords and it's helpful for transposing. So for example, we give this not only the name C major 7, but because this is the first note of the C major scale, we're going to call that 1. And then we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So this would be 1 major 7. Or you can use Roman numeral 1 major 7. And in the key of C, that's the chord. But if we were in the key of F, for example, now F is 1 because we're on the F major scale. And so this becomes the 1 major 7 chord, but now we're in the key of F. Well, let's go back to the key of C now, and we're going to see the various qualities of these 7th chords as we build a 7th chord on each note of the C major scale. Now you're going to see that there are 4 types of 7th chords. And we've talked about these different kinds of 7th chords in previous videos. But when we build 7th chords on every note of the major scale, we encounter 4 different kinds of 7th chords. So, this one, obviously, we've been playing it several times now. This is C major 7. Now, if we build a 7th chord starting on D, starting on 2, we end up with a minor 7th chord. So this would be D minor 7, or you can call it 2 minor 7. And then on E, it's another minor 7th chord. So this is a major 7th chord because what we have is a major 3rd on the bottom, we have a perfect 5th, and we have a major 7th. But in a minor 7th chord, we have a minor 3rd on the bottom, we still have the perfect 5th, and we have a minor 7th. So that's the building blocks of a minor 7th chord. And you'll notice that E minor 7, same thing. Minor 3rd, perfect 5th, minor 7th. And then we get to F. This is another major 7th chord. Major 3rd, perfect 5th, major 7th. Then G, this is a dominant 7th chord. And we're familiar with those already when we learned about the basic chords, the 36 basic chords. And then A, or 6, is another minor 7th chord. Minor 3rd, perfect 5th, minor 7th. When we get to the B, we have what is known as a half diminished chord. So we have minor 3rd, diminished 5th. This would be a perfect 5th. But we want to stay on those white keys because we're in the key of C. So there's our diminished 5th and minor 7th. That would be a major 7th. Minor 7th. So this we would call B minor half diminished. It's half diminished. And you're thinking, well, if it's half diminished, what would a full diminished be? Well, it would be a chord constructed entirely of minor 3rds. But for now, because we're sticking with major 7th chords that are built on the notes of the C major scale, we have B minor half diminished. Now, we can play a little chord progression using all the 7th chords found in the key of C. So we might start like on F major 7, and then go to B minor 7, flat 5, E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, and then C. So it might sound something like this. All right, so those are all the seventh chords to be found in the key of C major. Now, of course, the challenge for you is to find all these seventh chords in other keys. So, for example, if we move up to D flat, forming all these seventh chords, using only the notes to be found in the scale in question, which in this case is D flat. Later on, we're going to play around with different ways of playing these seventh chords using different voicings, playing them with two hands. And the more that we work on this, the more fluid your playing will become, especially if you're accompanying somebody, because you'll be able to play the chords in different ways. There'll be more color, there'll be more variety, and you'll end up playing things that sound really good. Now, we're only halfway done, because what we need to do in the next video is deal with minor scales, the seventh chords that are built on the minor scales. And you'll find that we have a little bit more to deal with here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I encourage you to do so. That helps the channel a lot. If you'd like to support my work on Patreon, you can go to my Patreon page. I will leave the links below. Thanks again, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next one.